Hey y'all, welcome back to Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Gemini, this is your reading. How are y'all doing today? Hope everybody's feeling good, looking good, living good, okay? Oh, sorry y'all. My thing is like so uneven and insane. But okay, nevertheless, already cleanse your energy, cleanse your space. I just want to spark off the reading by saying happy spring. First off, this is an April reading. Second off, and third off, I'm just being called to tell everybody about their sign today. I just gave Aries like a big birthday shout out and told them a little bit of background. So let me give you a piece of background knowledge about you, in case you didn't know. You are ruled by the third house. You are ruled by Mercury. Okay, you're all about communication, learning, and reasoning. Also, how you think and speak while processing information are two different things. So it's like you could be hearing something, but the way you're processing it and the way you respond it back to somebody could be completely different. So I'm not saying that you aren't seeing eye to eye with somebody right now, but maybe there's something within your communication that isn't working. And I'm not saying on your end, I'm just saying in between you and this person. Also, processing information, fast talker, you're a deep thinker, and also a problem solver. Also, I don't know why I wrote this on my sheet, but I also wrote the fact that Geminis could have a lot of siblings. Okay. Yeah, you and Virgo are also, you and Virgo are ruled by Mercury. So you could have Virgo family members in your family. You don't have to, but you could possibly, some of your siblings could be Virgos. Okay. But nevertheless, let's hop into your reading. We're going to spark off with the what's in the news. We're going to see what comes out, build off of that with the tarot. And we're going to end it with some intuition cards. We're just going to see, what comes out for Gemini. What do they need to know? See here, channeling the energy of Gemini. For Gemini spirit. What do they need to know? See here for April. Oh. Wow, okay, I'm seeing a lot of similar cards to other people's readings. We will get into that in one moment. Anything else, Spirit, for Gemini last shuffle? All right, that's it. Wow, okay, graduation day. Pisces got this in their reading twice. So you could be involved with the Pisces. You don't have to be. You could also have Pisces in your chart. Anything that I'm about to say, you could have it in your chart as your moon or your rising, or it could be in one of your other houses, or you could be dealing with that sign. Pisces got this graduation day in their chart. This card is all about lessons being learned. You have been like, Spirit is applauding you. You passed some type of test, okay? The blues, Scorpio got this in their reading. Somebody in constant thoughts or emotions and mental distress about something that they can't change, or something that happened that they really didn't expect. And it's kind of just like, wow, this is a bummer. Now I have no choice but to kind of sit in this blues type energy because I didn't expect to have the mental distress in the first place, but it kind of just came like a wave. Libra had this in their reading. Harmony, balance, peace, happiness. I feel like that's all you're aiming to have in your life. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or like I said, you could have Libra in your chart. And last but not least here, we have laughter. Libra also got this in their reading. Laughter, wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. Okay, we're keeping it simple today. Interesting. I'm used to more cards coming out, especially for your sign. But overall, from this deck, I'm used to more cards coming out. But nevertheless, we will take what is here. In a 4-card spread, the angel number 4 is connected to guidance from your angels to take a shift in your outlook. Oh, okay. So if the Hangman card comes out, I won't be surprised. Maybe some of you guys do need to have a shift in your outlook. So that'll be true peace being brought to you. But nevertheless, we'll see. What's graduation day here? 3 of Cups in the reverse. What's the 3 of Cups in the reverse? There could be a group of people talking about you. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. I feel like, look, and then my thing just started counting down for confirmation of what I'm about to say. I feel like there's a group of people talking about your past. It could possibly be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody is talking about how far you come and where you are now. I feel like it doesn't matter about shit that I did in my past. It doesn't matter because this is where I'm at now. And that's another reason why Spirit is applauding you so loud, I think, because you finally passed the test of not caring what other people think. You finally passed the test in having the acceptance of whatever people talk about from my past, that ain't got shit to do with me and everything to do with them. Because why is your day, instead of going to go get some money, or instead of, evolving your life in some type of way, or taking care of your kids, or not drinking so much, because these people could be alcoholics, just throwing that out there. I just feel like you're like, instead of worrying about me so much, maybe you should go pass some tests that you need to. Maybe you should go start praying more and tap in with your ancestors, because yeah, you've been failing time and time again. Why do you care about my past so much when you have one too? And I feel like the fact that you're not acknowledging people that just love to run their mouth about what you used to do, that's why you passed your test. Just period. And that makes perfect sense. Maybe you used to always go out and party. You could have spent a lot of money. Whatever you did in your past, I feel like somebody's just trying to hold it over your head. And I also feel like in your past, if you would have heard these people were talking about you, you would have went and customized. Look at that, the hangman at the bottom of the deck. You can't make this shit up. Yeah. Your whole reading, it's a shift on your outlook. You're not viewing people the same. If you would have went and cut somebody out in the past, like I was just trying to say before, I got just astonished by this card because I just had a feeling in my soul it was going to come out. Honestly, how you used to operate, you're not operating like that no more. And we're actually going to leave that card out. Yeah, you're listening to your angels now. That's your new outlook, just period. What else with graduation day before we move on to the blues? Anything else with graduation day? Yeah, because what are these people talking about? Why are they talking about Gemini? What's the need anyways? Ooh, okay, that card flew straight to the angel table. Oh. I think it was in the reverse. I'm not going to lie. It kind of flipped over when I picked it up. But, 5 of Wands in the reverse. This could have been somebody that you argued with. You went back and forth with. There was a lot of tension here, but it's like somebody doesn't want to argue with you no more. They claim they don't want no beef. I don't have nothing to say to you, whatever the case may be, but they're still running their mouth about you. It just makes no sense. I don't feel like you care, but I'm just saying you would think if a person is like, okay, this is it. This is done. I don't want to argue with you no more. Talk about you no more. You respect me and I respect you. And we're just going to leave it at that. We don't got to be cool. Somebody's still disrespecting you because they're still being disloyal talking about you. So, and even if they're not, I don't want to say somebody's like slandering you because the 3 of Cups in the reverse isn't always what that is. It could also mean the fact if somebody is sharing their feelings and how they feel about you with somebody else. So if it is something negative, they could be like, me and Gemini really just aren't getting along. We're not seeing eye to eye. Gemini got their feelings. I got mine. I'm not going to keep arguing with Gemini. It doesn't have to mean like the most negative thing in the world, like they're calling you out your name or anything like that. But somebody definitely is discussing you with somebody else. What's the blues? Scared, heavy emotions, mental distress. What's the blues for Gemini? Who has the blues? Gemini or this person? The blues, Spirit, the blues. Who's scared? King of Swords in the reverse. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. If this is your energy coming off the King of Swords in the reverse, a lot of you guys could be very in kind of defense mode right now. You could be not really trying to hear anybody out. You're kind of like stressed from hearing what other people's opinions are, just what they have to say. But the King of Swords in the reverse is somebody that's being kind of cruel. You're not really feeling like being nice at this time. I'm not going to lie. And if it's not you, that's this person. That's why they're being like that towards you, because they're in some type of mental distress or they're scared. What's this King of Swords? Who's this King of Swords in the reverse? King of Swords in the reverse. What's going on with their energy? Why are they scared? 2 of Pentacles. Somebody could think, either you or this person, please take what resonates. Somebody thinks that they're juggling in between 2 people. That's why somebody's emotions are all over the place right now. Somebody's scared, but they're coming off cruel and very like angry with their words. Also very hostile. And I feel like somebody's being that way because they feel like they're getting juggled. So Gemini, if you feel like somebody's playing you, I feel like in reality, your inside emotions is you're scared, you're hurt, you're a little bit like confused. You might be a little bit anxious or something like that. And I feel like that's why you're coming off in such like a cruel type of communication, more so than you being receptive to hearing somebody out. Also, if this is your energy, this is how somebody feels about you. They feel like you juggled in between them and someone else. So now they're over there in a mental distress. And any type of communication you try to have with this person, they're going to come off very defensive no matter what. What else with the King of Swords in the reverse? Lovers in the reverse. Wow, Gemini energy. Yeah, I feel like this person thinks that you cheated or that you were dealing with somebody else. Gemini, if you are being honest with yourself and you know you were juggling in between two people, I feel like that's why you argued with somebody in the first place. 9 of Wands here. This is persevering energy. I'm feeling like you don't want to fight. That's not what this is, but there's still a persistent need. Like you still feel like stressed in some type of way or weighed down, but you're not feeling like it's a burden. 9 of Wands is all about perseverance. I'm still not giving up. So maybe that's why you got the graduation day, or maybe you're just looking at everything in a new light because you're like, listen, I already have priorities and shit that I'm worried about. So if you are cheating and you are being with somebody else or you are doing something else and you just want to be a bad communicator or you want to come off really like rude to me, whatever the case may be, well, that's fine. I can't control what you do. And that's that Hangman energy, having a shift in how you think about things. What else with the Lovers in the reverse? Yeah, I feel like somebody cheated. They were with somebody else. There was some type of infidelity here. And now somebody's afraid. Or like I said, somebody thinks you cheated. They came off super, super cruel to you, super rude, just ready to accuse you. And now the Lovers in the reverse could literally simply being, they're scared because they have to make a choice whether or not they want to be with you. And the 9 of Wands could be showing your energy, trying to be persistent with them. Like, listen, like I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to show you that I'm not doing anything or whatever the case may be. But I can only do that for so long. What else with the Lovers in the reverse? The 3 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay, we already got it. For a lot of you guys, this person was cheating on you. Ace of Swords here, you're gaining clarity about it. You found out some type of truth of what they were doing. And then the 3 of Wands is you exploring other options, planning your life apart from them. The 3 of Wands is truly looking at where your future lies. Is it going to be with you or is it going to be by myself? Because I feel like once you gain clarity, it's like your mind is clear now. You kind of made up your mind to kind of just move on and start exploring other options. But some of you guys gained the clarity and you're still thinking about, is this person going to be in my future or not? What's harmony here? Balance, peace. Somebody's favorite color could be blue. It doesn't have to be. But with all this blue out here, that's connected to the throat chakra too. I'm telling you, some of you guys are really, truly wanting to express yourself, or the way you two had communication, you guys were just, I don't know, it just wasn't good. The Fool here, which is your card coming out for harmony, balance, and peace, is beautiful. You're embarking on new adventures. I feel like a lot of you guys really are looking for someone new. And even if you're not searching for a new love life, the Fool and the Hangman, you're like, as soon as I let go of my old way of thinking, all of these new things just started flooding into my life. Like, once I really released the attachment of how my mind used to operate, everything new started coming in for me. The Fool is childlike energy as well. You could be playing games more. You could be doing new things, trying new foods, doing new experiences. If that's even a way to say it. I just feel like the Fool is like, think of a child that has never went to the ice cream shop before and it's their first time. They're so excited. It's like 50 flavors up on the board. They don't even know which one to pick. They don't know which toppings they want. They're just like, I just want everything. Like, I'm excited. Like, you're excited again. And I feel like coming by the end of this month, you are going to be in the most happiness you have been in a long time, because you're changing your mind about things. And sometimes we have to do that, because if you keep operating from your old way of thinking, just think that's operating from your past self. And didn't you just graduate? Didn't you just graduate from that? That's why people are still talking shit about your past, because that's all they have to talk about. They don't even know who you are as a person now. So they can't do shit but talk about your past. And now that you have these new beginnings, life is new for you, you're traveling, you're embarking on new things, you're happy. Oh, look, 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, a lot of you guys, I'm telling you, you know how I said that 3 of Wands? You gain the clarity about your person. If they were cheating, or if they made a choice to go be with somebody else, or you did find out they were juggling. Even though you gained the clarity, it's still up to you whether or not you want to deal with this person. And if you were the cheater, it's up to them whether or not they want to deal with you. And I feel like this could be you kind of just all right, I'm kind of sitting here. I'm kind of just waiting. I'm looking at my future, at what my future is going to be. Is it going to be with you or is it going to be without you? I know I did my dirt, but there is still love here. This is still a union. We were supposed to meet for a reason. I do like to keep in mind the Two of Cups is a divine relationship, a divine union. Like God led you to this person. They were led to you for a reason. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much love is there. I do like to keep in mind the Two of Cups is somebody that could be a karmic to you. You guys were meant to teach each other a lesson. That doesn't mean you're meant to be together. But at the same time, I feel like this fits your storyline perfectly because whoever cheated, you or them, it doesn't matter. You have to make a choice. Is love going to wipe out the cheating? Is that strong enough to defeat everything that we went through, everything that happened in your past? Or somebody, you know what? The Lovers in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody could have found out about your past. Like somebody could have found out that you had a lot of lovers or that you were a cheater. And that could be like making them be in this like, I don't know what to do energy. Like, should I prioritize you or not? And if you heard that about them, I feel like that's how you feel. That's why you really don't know where your future is going. Because it's like, should I even put you as a priority or are you just going to be cheating on me in the future anyways? But like I said, nevertheless, y'all were meant to meet regardless. So I feel like, yeah, like I said, the choice is always yours at the end of the day, Gemini. So what's laughter here? Laughter. Some of you guys could have a lot of tattoos. Somebody could always wear a white tee. And like I said, somebody's favorite color could definitely be blue. Somebody's name could start with B, H. I'm getting a lot of H. The letter E as well. What's laughter? Wholeness. Wow. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. Libra energy. A lot of you guys really could be dealing with a Libra. Okay, I feel like that is like, and you know how I said, okay, King of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you guys are mirroring each other. This is definitely couple energy, okay? I feel like one of you guys are very, very sad in a whole bunch of mental distress, constantly overthinking about how somebody's cheating or how somebody's doing something, or somebody's cruelly talking, saying, oh, they probably over there cheating anyways, or they're probably with somebody else. They've probably been juggling me the whole time. That's one of y'all energy. And the other one of y'all, you're being cruel, but in like a silly type of way. So I don't know if that's you or them, okay? But really, just know, I feel like somebody is being a little bit like petty or cruel towards you. This is somebody that could be saying like, this coming out with laughter. Somebody could like make like a smart joke about you or something like that. And they could be like, oh, but it's because you're this, this, and that. Ha ha, LOL, I forgot. Or something like that. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody is just saying very smart banter to you. Like, it's shade for real, but they know. They know it's shade, but they're being funny with it in a cruel way. What else with the Queen of Swords in the reverse? And honestly, if neither of these are your energies, you have an Aquarius up here, okay, that is scared, going through some type of stress or something like that about you because they think that you cheated or they over here and they cheated. And then you also have this could be their girlfriend, this could be their boyfriend, whatever the case may be. It could be a same-sex couple. This could be them both over there talking about you. The Queen of Swords could be laughing at this King of Swords because they're stressed out without you. Like, oh my God, Gemini really left me. They really cheated. And this Libra over here is cracking up. Like, oh well. I enjoyed watching you get cheated on because they was with this person. Yeah, somebody definitely was in juggling energy in between you and the Libra. And I truly feel like this person is over there scared because they're like, damn, well, I'm about to lose Gemini and Libra. And I feel like the Libra ain't doing shit but laughing. Or this is you laughing at this person like, oh, you thought you could juggle me, the Gemini, and somebody else and thought you weren't going to get the shit into the stick? Now I'm being cruel and I'm being a little bit petty and I'm laughing now. Knight of Wands here, and then the Emperor in the reverse. Oh, somebody could have been very controlling, verbally, mentally, or physically abusive in some type of way. Also, the Emperor with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Somebody could be laughing about the fact that you could have been hurt in some type of way. Mentally, physically, verbally. You could have had somebody that really tried to control your every move, or somebody that really like harmed you in some type of way. And somebody could be laughing about that, which makes it even worse. Knight of Wands here. Coming out with the Three of Wands, and the Fool. A lot of you guys are in very bold, fearless energy. So I feel like if you have the opportunity to do something, you're going to do it. If you have the opportunity to leave where you live, you're going to do it. Any adventures, any new people that want to enter your life, I feel like you're in acceptance of them. Especially if you got people talking behind your back, cheating, laughing at you, talking about your past, talking about how you were abused, or just anything that has to do with your life. If somebody is negatively talking about it in any type of way, shape, or form, that's why they're not in this Fool energy. That's why they're not balanced. That's why they're not at peace, and they're over there stressed the fuck out. Just period. Yeah, with that Hangman there, they'll never look at shit from your point of view. So I feel like being in that Three of Wands energy, you looking at where your future is going to go without them is the right move. Absolutely, 100%. What else with this Knight of Wands? Yeah, a lot of you guys really could be traveling. Knight of Wands is adventurous energy. So Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. Leo energy. Some of you guys could have a Leo or an Aries around you as well. You got a lot of people floating around here. You could have had an Aries or a Leo. Somebody that really thought that they were in charge of you. So this could be a mother or a father figure. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like somebody was very controlling, very abusive. Strength in the reverse. Somebody also really... somebody doesn't have any patience as well. So I feel like if somebody needs you for something and you weren't there, when they would see you, they would like either really hurt you, like physically or verbally. They would cuss you out like, oh, you take so long or something. And you're like, I literally was only 10 minutes. Like, you literally have no patience. Also, the strength in the reverse is somebody that doesn't have the willpower to say no. So it's kind of just like, or they don't even want to hear the word no. Since they're a controlling person, a controlling beast, we'll call them. This is like somebody that can't take no for an answer. So I'm already getting, if some of you guys were SA'd, my condolences to you, because honestly, I feel like that's what it gives. That's what it gives, clear as day. Somebody is so impatient. They don't like to hear no for an answer, so they control the narrative and make whatever they want it to be happen. Yeah, fuck no. You definitely released yourself from a person, and you definitely graduated too. Look, the Magician, your card. We love it. Yeah, you're super, super talented. Somebody sees that. You are manifesting everything you want. You're an alchemist. Literally, I feel like you're creating a lot new things in your life. The Hangman with the Fool, with the Magician. You're like, wow, once I shift that way of thinking, I really get my own way. Once I stop being afraid to do new things, more good comes to me. More I get to show my talent. More I get to use my spiritual gifts. And I feel like the Hangman here, let's kind of view this as a discernment card as well. Because when we were in the Hangman in the reverse, it's like, oh no, I was doing things out of my body. The way I was thinking was completely outlandish. I should have never been thinking from upside down. I shouldn't have been thinking from on a handstand, even though he's on a handstand this way. It's just like my old way of thinking was off the rocker. My old way of thinking was imbalanced. And now I'm balancing myself back out. Just period. Some of you guys really could do yoga, Pilates, or meditate, okay? But it is time to close out the reading. What does Gemini need to know? See here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you already made it this far. And yeah, let me know how you're feeling about this person. And who was the cheater? You or them? Dang, just dropped the whole deck. Anyways, an earth sign has a crush on you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I literally just dropped like half of the deck. Somebody could be very clumsy. Okay, and I'm just putting that out there because, geez, I mean, I be dropping cards sometimes, but honey, not this much. Let's just go ahead and give it a shuffle. For Gemini. Oh, okay. God has been removing people left and right. It's cleanup season. Libra got this in their reading as well. Love that. Love that. So yeah, I really feel like you and this person, I just strongly feel like you guys are mirroring each other's energy. The same shit that's happening in your life is happening in theirs. Yeah, honestly. Please fight for what you love. Wow, that's deep, Gemini. And that's what I was saying. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you cheated on somebody, I feel like you really just want to fight for it. And I feel like even if you gained the clarity and insight that they cheated on you, or I feel like even if somebody didn't cheat, they were making the choice whether or not they wanted to be with you after all the cruel words that were exchanged, or if somebody did learn about your past, that you used to be a cheater, or you used to have a lot of lovers, and somebody came off very cold and very cruel in how they communicated that to you, and you kind of took it some type of way, but it's still just like, that's my past. It has nothing to do. I feel like a lot of you guys are still in that fighting energy. You want to fight for this person, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're human. So I feel like, Gemini, go for it. If you want to do it, I feel like now is the time, because this person is in a very calm energy. Like, they don't want to argue anymore. But like I said, at the same time, somebody is like over there, like in laughter energy about being cruel towards you. And that's the only thing that I don't like. But I feel like somebody is doing that because they're hurt. They're in that mental distress. They're scared that you're really going to leave them, or that you're really done with them, whatever the case may be. Last shuffle for Gemini. All right, that's really it, y'all. So, like I said, fight for what you love. God has been removing people. Don't be acting surprised, especially if it's somebody that's been in your life for years. That don't mean nothing, okay? Sometimes people aren't meant to come into your new journey. And whoever this earth sign is, maybe this will be a new love. Because if it's anybody in this storyline, it's way beyond a crush. Y'all done already had y'all. Yeah. Okay. Gemini, this was your reading. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal, I'm your girl. DM me on Instagram. See you next time. Bye.